There has been this energy. The imagery that I'm getting is walking through this sort of muck almost, kind of like, what is that black? It's tar. Like walking through tar. Okay, I'm gonna try and describe this imagery as vividly as I can. So there's this castle right in front of us, right? But before we get to this castle, when you look down, you're standing in tar. And for those of you that don't know what tar is, it's kind of like this cementish type. I don't even know what to call it. It's like muck. It's like mud, but it's like glue. And I feel like you've been slowly taking steps towards this castle. And it's like you lost your strength for a little bit. So you kind of stayed in place and you started sinking into it. But there was something in you that gradually you started gaining more strength in your legs to push yourself forward. And now I'm seeing you finally getting closer to the edge to where this castle is. And that muck, it's like you were where you were once thigh deep in this tar, in this muck. You're now ankle deep and you're taking steps towards it vivaciously. And I feel like you're almost towards the end of it, but there was just one thing that kind of like, it was like, oh, what I'm hearing is a pothole. It's like you stepped into something, and I feel like this muck has something to do with a mix of like your past, your destiny, your future, and what you want it to be. See, this castle, this is representative of where you want to be. And this muck, this is energy of what you feel like is holding you back from it. So where you've been working through this, like, may it be shadow work, may it be childhood trauma, may it be like all of these things that you feel like maybe you once overcame are starting to, it's like this pothole that you stepped in was like, I finally thought that I overcame this, and then it pops up again. It's showing up because you got through it. It's showing up because Spirit knows that you're strong enough to give yourself the grace to embrace the version of you that felt like you weren't worthy of receiving whatever this imagery of what you want is. Maybe this imagery of what you want is truly acceptance, is support, is love for your authenticity, but there's a fear of being authentic. You want to be loved authentically, but you have been taught not to be your authentic self, but to be somebody that is worthy of love. And you hear what I'm saying? You have been taught that there was a version of you specifically that is more worthy than the other. And I feel like that is what this pothole is. You feel like you're finally stepping towards a version of you that feels more authentic to you. But then it's like this pothole, this lower, like knee length, your back's like knee length in this muck. You're like, but what if I'm not accepted? But what if I don't feel supported? But what if I feel scared? Spirit's saying, you can do it scared. My love, you can do it. Fear. Fear is an emotion. And you are something that is bigger than it. And now I'm being called to something that I said previously. It's like, you are bigger than all of the experiences that you once had. And now I'm feeling this energy of like feeling like having to get loose, because when I'm talking, there's a specific way that I talk, because I feel like I have to be more like amplified, or like I have to say my words with more like muse. Is that the word? Moise. It's like poise. There we go. It's like I be feeling like I have to show up as something that's not truly authentic to myself, because I want to be better understood. But I feel like Spirit is saying that you will be understood and you will be loved by the people that are meant to love you, and it's not your job to worry about the who, the what, the when, the where, the how. So as you take your leg, you shake your leg out of this muck, it might take a bit more strength to show up, to click that post button, to write that letter, to write that song, knowing that it's not perfect or knowing that it's not the image of what you thought perfect was meant to be. And taking that gradual step forward towards that castle, towards that light, towards that end that you want to be going towards. And now in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the Justice card. And now I'm hearing karmic retribution, something that you have been working hard for. You have been showing this love for yourself for so long. You have lived with yourself for this long, and you will continue to live with yourself for long in the future, for however long that you are meant to be on this earth. Don't rob yourself of the love that you know that you are worthy of being given because you are scared of receiving it. You're scared of feeling worthy because it's not something that you had ever been taught before. You are meant to be seen, heard, and understood for who you are. You don't have to rush the process of your becoming because you have already became. You don't have to question how many times you're going to have to do something because however many times that you're meant to do it, you shall. Stop questioning. And I know that's easier said than done, but I feel like I watched one of my favorite. There's been a lot of references lately. I watched one of my favorite. Well, not necessarily. Yeah, okay, whatever. Readers on here. And she said that sometimes when we get so much into the questioning part, we forget to start actually living in the present. And I feel like that's exactly what Spirit wants you to be doing right now. I just recorded a reading and it was talking about you sitting in this kind of like bubble of chaos, and like kind of that can be the muck, this chaos, this up down, this right left energy, this like kind of throwing you like at a wit's end, kind of like feeling like you're out of control, this uncontrolled energy. And now I'm being called to black matter, sitting in it without feeling the pressure of having to get over it or change it or get through it, just being present in it. Because it feels called the muck. The best way, the easiest way to get out of the tar is to move with it, not against it. Now, what does that mean? Tar moves slow. So the faster that you try to take yourself out, and I'm being drawn to the image of quicksand, the faster that you try to take yourself out of this muck, the further that you sink into it. But the slower that you move with it, almost with a grace or with a sense of ease, it's like the easier that it becomes. Grace. Give yourself grace at this time to sit in all of the emotions that you felt like you were never meant to feel. Because if you weren't meant to feel them, why would you have them in the first place? Spirit doesn't make mistakes. And sometimes what we perceive as mistakes are only lessons. Mere lessons for us to learn, to get through, to go forward. Excuse me, confirmation burp. I really don't want to make these messages too long because I just don't want to strain my energy too much, but I feel like I pray that this reaches the people that it's meant to, and that it's understood by people that it's meant to. This minute, like, just as much as I've been given, this energy has also been feeling very mucky. So changing this energy has been very difficult. And I wasn't going to say changing, I was going to say channeling this energy, but I feel like that's significant to whoever I'm speaking to. Trying to get yourself out of this, like, what is it, dark night of the soul? What is it, like, ill, almost like stagnant, almost like stuck energy, it's feeling hard for you to get yourself out of it because you're not meant to try and force yourself out of it. You're meant to allow yourself to see it through fully, because know that there's a time that is going to come where it is going to be easier for you to let it go, but you're meant to be it's coming up for some, for seemingly the last time, for you to say a solid goodbye to it with love. Solitude, my dear old friend, how I have missed you, how I will miss you in this next season, because you have taught me things in which I have never felt or understood before. Anger, for I know that I will see you again, but this anger that I have felt towards my childhood, towards people of my past, towards this resentment, I am now letting it go. I am now letting you go because I feel called to, because I feel like it is time for me to move on, but I'm not going to force you out. I'm going to send you a loving goodbye. Walk of faith versus walk of shame. They can kind of go together, because I feel like sometimes walking by faith can be shameful to the eyes of like you walking into something that nobody else would generally walk towards or into. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Do not shame yourself for feeling, because that in and of itself is teaching yourself that feeling is something to be ashamed of, when it's not. Experience it, feel it, hold it, understand it, talk to it for a little bit, speak to it, because I guarantee 9 times out of 10, the tar is only holding on for you so much because it's scared of being let go, because it's scared of where it's going, because it's knowing it's held on to you for so long. You've held on to it for so long. What's going to happen? Will I just disappear? Will I be okay? Ease this emotion like it is a kid losing his teddy bear, like it is a teddy bear that you have been holding on to. No, you are not going to be tarnished. You are going to be transmuted into loving energy. You don't need to be changed. There's nothing wrong with you. Cherish it. Because there was a point in time where it was the only thing that was getting you through the day, whether it be anger, whether it be sadness. I'm going to leave this message here. I pray that it found the people that it's meant to, and it gave clarity to those that it was meant to as well. I love you.